Welcome back, I'm DRN and this is Mechabellum, a 1 vs 1 auto battle with giant mechs blasting each other to the bit with lasers and rockets. We're going into the final of this week's midweek tournament. Here we go, we're going up against Choine, who hasn't played anyone I recognise. It's put me in the rookie group again and every game has been a stomp, which is a bit frustrating. Hopefully this is a good game and I can use it for a video. Well, if you're seeing this, you'll know the answer to that. Okay, so we're offered Cost Control, Elite, Speed and Giant. No tanks, yet again. I think they're making them rarer and rarer in the starting cards. For me here, it's either Elite Specialist, Speed Specialist or Giant Specialist. With these units, if we go Elite, we'll need to go Arc Light Carry. If we go Speed, we'll need to go Assault Marksman. But I think I want to play Giant Specialist. Starting with Phoenixes is quite strong because it forces your opponent to go anti-air, and Crawls are always a great starting chaff. I think their avatar is Freerun, from the animated series Beyond Journey's End. Great show, I highly recommend it to anyone, though it might be a tad slow-paced for some folks. It's very wholesome and deals with the passage of time, and the main character is an analogue for autism, and it shows how for some folks emotions take a long time to process, and that's okay. We're all different and we all have different strengths and weaknesses. The animation and music is top-notch. I'm sure I won't be able to do it justice here, but Editing Drone will do his best. Oh come on man, you're asking me to summarise Freerun in a 10-second clip before copyright strikes kick in. I'll do my best, but no promises. Now you owe me. You better win this game. Right, because we're starting with Phoenixes, our opponent pretty much has to take snipers here, unless they're happy relying on fangs as their anti-air. So because we know they're going sniper, I'm going to get lots and lots of crawlers and try to overwhelm them, make their life difficult. And then we're going to use our Phoenixes over this side and have a strong side and a weak side. Sometimes I'll spread the Phoenixes out, sometimes I'll keep them together. Ooh, nice, we gambled right. We've put our strong side in the correct point. It's a 50-50, but it's what our opponent opted into as well. If you take gambles, you've got to accept the risks and be ready to lose, and have a plan to recover afterwards if things go wrong. Himmel the hero wouldn't gamble. So I'm sorry Choine, you've done this to yourself. No anti-air except for the fangs, that's crazy. Those fangs will not survive. So next turn you're going to need chaff clear and anti-air. You're not making it easy for yourself here. Right, let's see what happens. Oof, we've already got Phoenix onto the steel balls, this is over. Crawlers behind the balls is a strange choice. Normally you want them screening in front of the balls, not behind. It's getting a bit messy though as their crawlers pile on in as well. But I think the fangs are all dead, so we've got no worries here. Oh, I probably shouldn't have written that, I'm going to have to blur that. Why do I make work for myself? Because you're a fool who can't keep his mouth shut. Now please, focus on winning the game. It's fine, that's future me's problem. No, stop. I will not write spoilers, the series is only just finished. Oh, you're testing my resolve. Right, ooh, these are all good. My first instinct is to grab Supply Specialist here, but Strike, Assault Scorpion and Sticky Oil are all good. Right, I'm sorry Choine, I'm going to have to head you off at the pass or Editing Drone is going to kill me. Thank you, no more blurring out text. I need to sleep, I need to eat. Hopefully that should be enough to deter any more spoilers. We've got to take Supply Specialist, it's so early in the game, we can't pass it by. Now we need... oh, it's not going to be enough, is it? I'm going to have to explain that we are recording for a YouTube video. I'm sorry Choine, I know this is a tournament final and probably enough pressure as it is, but here you go, here's some extra pressure. If you make a mistake, the whole internet's going to laugh at you. Welcome to my life. It's okay though, Editing Drone's got my back, he makes me look the best. Not for much longer if you keep doing stupid stuff like this. More crawlers, and this is greedy, but I'm going to do it. We're going to go replicate on the crawlers because we've got so many of them and it's such an important part of our game plan right now. It'll let them overwhelm almost anything on the ground to begin with here. So he's going to have to find an answer to both the crawler carry and the Phoenix carry all at the same time. Don't forget to unlock a unit, Old Reliable, the Overlord. We're Giant Specialist, we need to use it. Right, let's see, are you going to flank us? Not yet, okay. Arc Lights, that's a good choice. So that's going to be their answer to our crawlers, but they won't have an answer to our Phoenixes just yet. Hopefully with Replicate we can just overwhelm them like army ants. Oh, now you tell them that blurring the text takes ages. Editing Drone is going to kill me. Right, still no flank, we're good. Here we go. Let's see what a difference 2 Arc Lights make to the tide of crawlers who replicate. Still hasn't shielded the steel balls from the Phoenixes. But yeah, just look at that. Arc Lights absolutely obliterate crawlers. We've lost 3 sets from here in less than 10 seconds. We've got to get the tower or we're not going to win this. Go on lads, yes! And then while they're debuffed we can swarm them. And our ranks will swell with new recruits. You face the fury of the swarm. Okay, well it's not that impressive just yet, but give me time, give me time. Phoenix is blasting away from the safety of the high vantage point. Our flying units will get out of control if they don't find an answer to them soon. But they're going to be busy fighting off crawlers. Always try and present more than one problem at a time to your opponent. Make it hard for them. Try and reassure them that I'm not here to stomp. I'd rather a good game that I lost than just a stomp that I win. Oh, is this foreshadowing? I don't know yet. Only editing drone knows. And I ain't saying nothing. Oh, it's all still early game. Nothing matters to the last round anyway. Oh, firebomb and oil. They're so good together. Can't pick both though. Let's be greedy and get tech specialist. Keep strengthening our late game economy. Time for boats to make an appearance. Want to kill this arclight if we can. I think over here is better. Is it? If I put him over here, I can put tanks down in front of him? No. Go with your gut. Consider all options, but if one feels better, go with it. Let's cover this flank, they might go for a cheeky play. We can probably be a little bit more forward than that. Right, and then upgrade you, double the stats, half the price. Oh, almost forgot to unlock a unit yet again. Forts look fun, let's do it. If they go Vulcan, they won't know what hit them. There's the flank we were expecting, and they've matched us with Replicate, but we've got way more crawlers, so it's more valuable for us. Most of his forces are over here, so I should probably get a second row of crawlers coming in later, or just some trickling through from behind the tower like here. I like what they've done here, they've gone with elite crawlers, so they're level 2, so they're stronger than ours officially. Hopefully we can kill a few of them while they're warping in, and turn the tides in our favour. Still winning at the front, but we're not winning over here on the right anymore. And this flank is going to lose for us now. We need to kill as much as we can before we lose the tower. This overlord is going to be our key. Can it kill enough fangs to clear a path to the tower? Or will it turn around and defend this one? Nope, he's feeling frisky, he's off, chasing the enemy tower. The race is on, can we get it before he gets ours? Yes, easily, not even close. And now we get to kill that arclight. Come on, before the tower falls, nice. Oof, but now we're debuffed. These phoenixes are doomed. But I don't think this will be enough fangs to bring down an overlord. Saying that, there's quite a few, and if we're distracted shooting at crawlers... Nah, we're fine. Just look at him go, that's one overlord. It's crazy how much damage they do. Right, now they're guaranteed to get an anti-air option. The question is, which one will they go for? I would go for anti-air marksman myself, but they might match us with phoenixes, they might go anti-air wasps, they might go mustang, they might go melting point. Or they might go typhoon. Let's do typhoon ourselves. It's probably what they're going to pick, because it's new and shiny, and everyone knows shiny things are best. Now what do we do here? I think we should keep the pressure up, go another giant. A second boat helping pressure the front line sounds good to me. Upgrade you, and now, ooh, we could do an elite set of crawlers ourselves, or we could get another typhoon. Let's do it, let's get another typhoon. Let's put them over here, covers this flank, but it will also help the front line as well. Wish they had a range upgrade option. I should probably put the bigger ones over this side. No, there's a good chance they double down and try flanking with the typhoons, using the barrier to protect from missiles. Unlock Vulcan, let's see what they're doing. Oh, knew I should put the strong ones on this side. They should probably put some crawlers down in front of these though, or our phoenix will just go straight onto them. They've got a lot of upgrades available there, that's a lot of power on board. I'd be off on a merry levelling up spree myself there. Ooh, they've moved them. I think front and centre was better, with just, a little bit of chaff in front and you're fine. Because typhoons are pretty tanky, and level 3 they've got a big health pool. Yeah, each level 3 typhoon is worth 2 overlords. They're not exactly squishy. Leveled up the crawlers but left the fangs, makes sense. If you're not trying fang carry, it's perfectly fine to leave the fangs at level 1. The damage output without upgrades is terrible. I keep expecting them to drop more units, but they haven't bought more units. I probably should have prioritised upgrading these phoenixes, but I'm hoping for an enhancement module and then just selling them after, because I don't think as a giant specialist we're really playing phoenix carry. Oh, there we go. More typhoons, good choice. Ooh, and a sniper. Hadn't really thought about the combination, I would have gone all in on one of them. Anti-air and a single sniper, I think that's a misplay. Would have been better to save the money and then spend it on the typhoons instead. You've got a level 3 set, make use of them. Says me, tucking mine away on the far side of the map. I'm a terrible hypocrite. It's easier to spot the faults of others than it is to spot your own. I'm just watching to see how much of a difference the Overlord makes in this fight in the corner. We need these crawls to get a level up and they're not quite there. Come on, get your level up. Ah, not quite. And now we get to see how fast typhoons can kill Overlords. Pretty quickly, I'll be honest. The sniper definitely helped as well. Ooh, we've lost the front. Those typhoons made a huge difference. As did the level ups on his crawlers. We've been a bit too reliant on our own crawlers holding the line. Come on, get the tower. No. Now we're going to be stuck for ages walking through molasses and hitting like a wet noodle. Oh, perfect timing on the buff wearing off. That sniper never knew what hit him. Now can we get the typhoons? Nice. Come on, kill at least one of the big ones. Nice. Don't think we're going to win this though. Yeah, there's just too much damage incoming. It's the sort of situation where you really want armor on your overlords, but you just don't want armor on your overlords. They're a carry unit, not a tank unit. They've got such good damage, if you don't use it, you're wasting them. Right, ooh. Spells are us today. Second mobile beacon, that's very tempting. We can do some fun things with that, but damage abilities are so strong as well. He's probably going to put shields down if there's both Incendiary Bomb and Iron Blast available, so if I was going to pick one of the damage abilities, it'd be the Javelin. But I think Mobile Beacon's more fun than a Javelin, and we can use the cheap Mobile Beacon to dodge a Javelin. Well, that's the plan anyway. Let's see if we can make it work. And my cunning counter Typhoons, the whole reason why I have armor on my fortresses is for this exact moment. Sorry friend, I came prepared. Now we'll get to see the bullets bouncing harmlessly off his armor, but we'll still need to worry about the steel balls cutting through it like butter. Now we've got a choice. Do we level up our overlords? Do we get more overlords, or do we get another fortress? I'm thinking another fortress. When there's two of them, it's more likely that one of them survives and then gets the Typhoons stuck on it. Tricky though, the steel balls could be a problem. 50 left over. Which of these crawler sets can we upgrade? Ooh, these corner ones did get the level up. Nice. Solves that question for us. Now let's try and dodge a Javelin. Actually, let's just go straight for the tower. If they hit us with a good Javelin, they hit us with a good Javelin. It's 50-50 which of the boats they'd go for anyway, and there were 4 different spells offered there, so we can't just assume they're playing a Javelin. Well, we should have assumed they're playing a Javelin. Fortress versus Fortress. Oh yes. Oh, they're playing the normal upgrades. There's no spice or innovation. It's fair enough though, that's probably the strongest setup for a Fortress. Wish I'd dodged this with some backwards movement, but never mind. Two fortresses. Ooh. Both in the front? Nice. Great minds think alike, but fools rarely differ, and I can never tell the difference. Ooh, anti-air barrage. We'll have to sell our phoenixes. Our fortresses are bigger, but he's got laser beams backing his up. Can we get the steel balls killed before we lose both fortresses? Ooh, it's not looking good. Tough round. Our cunning ploy was countered by 2 fortresses to the face, and I couldn't be happier. A fortress versus fortress slugging match. Love it. It's like when you're watching heavyweight boxers swing huge haymakers at each other. They ain't fast and they ain't pretty, but man are they powerful. We're in trouble, and it all stems from me pushing these Typhoons in the wrong place. If these level 3 ones were at the front helping our fortresses, we would have been fine. But I was expecting a big flank play and it never came. Ah well, hindsight is 20/20. Go on guys, kill what you can. Fill your boots with soup while you can. Come on, get your level up. No, not quite. Typhoons are awesome, they're my favourite of the new units. I wish Sabretooth were stronger. Editing the iron here, your wish shall be granted. Beware the monkey paw curls. You may doom us all with your banned suggestions. Okay, ooh. Giant Hunter when we've got 4 giants on the board. Senior Defense, and Nano Repair can a level 2 fort would be amazing. Senior Defense is great here, it gives us a chance to push our crawlers past Arc-Light one-shot, and it makes our fortress even bigger. But remember, buffs are additive, not multiplicative, so don't get too carried away trying to buff units. They get less and less effective. Right, so we've sold some phoenixes, let's turn our barriers on for our fortresses, so then we can give them some screening fangs who won't get massacred by the enemy Typhoons. It's a lot of work just to protect 2 fortresses, but it's worth it, these forts will carry. Now, this side was winning, and our crawlers are about to become uncounterable by arc-lights. So let's go crazy and level them all up, which I don't think our opponent will be expecting. Suddenly their answer to crawlers is not effective, but they'll be distracted by 2 big forts right in their face, with big glowing bubble shields. Remember, always try and present 2 problems at a time, and it's even better if they don't notice the second problem. Tee-hee-hee-hee-hee. I don't know why I did the fake laugh. I was imagining myself as Mr. Burns, scheming away merrily. Right, let's go round and about the outside. Let's try and keep this overlord safe from that sniper. Right, one last set of crawl level ups and we're good. Let's see what our opponent's up to. Leveled up their arclight and their sniper, those are important. And 2 more forts, ooh. Well, there go our breakpoints about arclights. I'm over here plotting how I'll take their bishop with cunning and subterfuge, and they just slam down 2 more castles right in front of us on the board. Ah, the best laid plans of mice and men. On the bright side, a level 2 overlord can do quite a lot of damage to a fort pretty quickly. Oof, that was too easy. And their anti-air missiles don't scale with levels, so we just outscale them. When Overlord beats 2 forts, this is our queen, moving diagonally to avoid danger, and raining death from the skies. 2 seconds, just gonna turn off public chat, or editing DRN's gonna have a heart attack. Right, solved, sorry about that. Yes, our cunning plan is working. Look at how much damage this fortress is soaking. Wow. Just wish he had the level 3 Typhoons backing him up, but never mind. Offer the speed up, but I have a sneaky feeling our opponent doesn't know why they've just lost. It's not the overlords, it's not the forts, it's the crawlers. I guess we'll see if they figured it out by how they respond next turn. If they buy 2 more forts and put Rocket Fist on the forts, then they figured it out. Here we go, I love fortress versus fortress. Ooh, did not want 3 units right now, it's going to complicate things. So the melting point is best versus fortresses. We can't take the wasps because they've taken anti-air barrage on their fortresses. Rhinos are pretty bad into fortress, so we're definitely taking the melting point, but I'm a little bit worried that they take the wasps and then put range and anti-air on them and give us all sorts of problems. But I guess if they do that, we just take anti-air barrage in our fortresses. Simple answer to a simple problem. Right, then I'm going to take range on it so it can do its job. Level up this fortress, double the stats for half the price, and the shield scales, and the armor scales. Oh, so much value. 2 more forts to try and soak damage while our crawlers do the work. If I was them, I'd be playing an overlord flank right now and trying to get a tower. Just drop 2 overlords with a set of crawlers in front and away you go. Feels a bit mean when I do it though. Ooh, almost forgot to steal these phoenixes. They're just dying for free to the enemy anti-air barrage. Right, and let's level up our carries. Nice. 100 left over. They haven't taken any of the tower level ups yet. I think we should. It's just so much power for so little cost. Right, ooh, Sabertooth, not a good choice. They're very weak right now, and we're not really relying on our overlords for damage. They'll die to the crawlers and the melting point, and the forts. Editing DRN here, please note Sabertooths have been buffed since I recorded this. Ooh, I really wish they'd gone melting point with EMP or wasps like I said. I think they're gonna struggle here. Another fort, that's not bad. And barrier, nice, good call. Leveling the field a bit, but we've got a melting point. I wonder if 3 fortresses, all firing barrages at 1 overlord is enough to kill it. Ooh, 2 more forts, now we're talking. This is going to be a fight to remember. A battle of the titans, the ground will shake, and the skies will burn as these colossus constructions duke it out. Here we go, 4 fortresses versus 6 fortresses. Whoa, the shields vanish, and the crawlers move in. Go on, bite their ankles. Melting point on target, here we go. Nice. 1 down, let's keep it up. 2, binding on 3, 3's fallen. Their front line is folding. Keep those steel balls away from us. Ooh, this right side's still hanging in the balance. There goes their corner piece, think we're breaking through. Ooh, but the anti-air barrages bring down our overlord. Come on, you can do it. One of ours is down. Lost but not forgotten. Come on, hang in there guys. We've still got our ace in the hole, the big melting point. And their final fortress reaches from across the map to fell our last overlord. Ooh. There goes a lot of our damage, but I think we've overwhelmed them. The ground shakes to the slow, inevitable march of our victory. Will this be enough for the win? Yes! Wow, what a finish. That fight was epic. Ooh, and now I feel bad. 500 MMR difference. Folks shouldn't have to face me in the rookie group. Come on, sort the seeds by MMR. Right, what was good, what was bad? I'm glad we got to show off Fortress with armor versus Typhoon. It shows how strong of a counter it is. And that selling Phoenixes is an appropriate response to anti-air barrage on Fortress. But that anti-air barrage on 6 Fortresses was only just enough to kill 2 Overlords. So you cannot rely on it as an answer to Overlords. This Arclight killed so many units. Didn't do a lot of damage, but look at the number of kills. That was their linchpin piece, their cornerstone versus our replicating crawlers. This Arclight was their only viable chaff clear for about half the game. Then these Typhoons came in and saved the day for them. Yeah, a similar number of kills and a similar amount of damage in less rounds, that's quite impressive. But then once we got the armor on the fortresses, they just stop. When you're planning an armor, you need to plan ahead. You need to think of what am I going to use for EMP and what am I going to use for armor. They're 2 very important technologies. If our opponent had gone EMP Stormcaller instead of Sabertooth, we'd have lost this. Or EMP Melting Point would have given us a hard time as well. I liked their original flank attempt, but then they never really used it and just sold out. They could have attacked this side instead, you know, 1 set of crawlers, 2 overlords, mobile beacon towards the tower, job's a good one. These steel balls were really important. Our opponent either needed to commit to them with level ups and range, or just sell them. Sabertooth anti-missile for just 2 overlords is a bit pointless, but I guess they were terrified of us going overlord carry. Still, I wouldn't preemptively take a technology like that, because then I just go cannons on them instead or photon emission. Anti-missile is really only best taken versus stormcallers, and even then you can't rely on it. Anyway, let's see how much combat power we've gained or lost. Ooh, 2 MMR, oof. 500 combat power is nice though. Alright, and that should be the end of the tournament. Yes, there we go. I am your rather embarrassed Group 1 Rookie Champion. A bit of a shame, I can't use most of these games for videos. Our enemies were just making very basic mistakes. I felt very mean beating them, so I'm not going to drag them over the coals in a YouTube video. Hope you find the video useful anyway. Thank you for watching as always. I'm still beavering away on a side project, and I'll see you if not tomorrow then the day after for our next Mechabellum game. Assuming I don't end up in the rookie group again. See ya.